Have you ever felt like your mind is constantly pulled in every direction? By work, by people, by the noise of the world, until you forget who you really are? I think we all have. There are mornings when you wake up already exhausted. Not because of what's ahead, but because of what's spinning endlessly inside your head. Thoughts, worries, unfinished conversations, regrets. They keep replaying and you wonder, when did life become this heavy? That's where Stoicism quietly enters, not as a religion or a self-help trick, but as a timeless guide to come back home to yourself. It doesn't promise a life without pain, but it shows you how to suffer less, how to feel deeply without being consumed. A patient I once coached told me, I'm grateful for my anxiety, veo3. It finally made me pay attention. That's the paradox of life. The things that hurt us often become the doorway to our awakening. In this video, we'll explore 6 Stoic principles that can help you find peace in chaos and strength in moments of confusion. These aren't abstract lessons from ancient Rome. They're living practices for modern times. You'll see how gratitude can transform ordinary days into extraordinary ones, how reflection can heal old wounds, and how remembering the shortness of life can actually make each moment shine brighter. You'll learn why being misunderstood can be a sign you're on the right path, how to build a wise emotional economy instead of wasting your inner energy, and finally, why letting go is not weakness, it's one of the purest forms of love. So as you listen, I invite you to slow down, take a deep breath. Imagine this not as a lecture, but as a quiet evening conversation between 2 souls, yours and mine, searching for calm in a noisy world. Because the truth is, peace doesn't come from changing everything around you. It begins the moment you start changing the way you see, and that's exactly what the Stoics mastered. The art of seeing life through the lens of wisdom, not fear. Let's begin. 1. Gratitude is your daily power. Gratitude isn't just about saying thank you, it's about training your mind to see abundance where others see lack. A friend of mine once told me, nothing good ever happens to me. So I asked him to write down one small thing he was grateful for each day. At first it felt silly, coffee that tasted right, a quiet morning, a friend who listened. But after a few weeks, something shifted. He wasn't just writing down blessings, he was noticing them. That's the true magic of gratitude. It doesn't change your circumstances, it changes your perception. It turns ordinary days into sacred moments. The Stoics believed that gratitude was the anchor of a peaceful mind. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive." The moment you do that, you start your day from a place of fullness, not scarcity. So, I'll ask you this. When was the last time you paused, not to wish for more, but to appreciate what's already here? 2. The practice of reflection. Every evening Seneca would reflect on his day, not to judge himself, but to understand himself. He would ask, what did I do well today? What could I have done better? This simple habit is what modern psychologists now call self-awareness journaling. It's powerful because it transforms your mind from a battlefield into a classroom. One of my clients, a doctor, used to come home drained from her shifts. She'd say, "I can't stop replaying what went wrong." So I told her, "Don't replay it, review it." The next day she began writing her thoughts down, no filter, no judgment. After a month she said, "I still have bad days, but now they teach me." That's the gift of reflection. It turns pain into wisdom. And when you take a few minutes each night to sit with your thoughts, you stop being controlled by them. So before you sleep tonight, ask yourself, did I live by reason today or by reaction? The answer will shape who you become tomorrow. 3. Remember the shortness of life, Memento Mori. Remember you must die. At first it sounds dark, but the Stoics didn't mean it as a threat, they meant it as a wake-up call. We live as if we have all the time in the world. We postpone dreams, avoid hard conversations, and act like someday will come. But one day, someday disappears. A man I once met in a hospital told me, "I spent my life chasing things I can't take with me." He wasn't bitter, he was awake. He said, "Now I just want to love more honestly, because time is all I really own." That's Memento Mori in its purest form. It's not about fearing death in Isaiah. It's about choosing life before it's too late. So next time you find yourself worrying about small things, pause and whisper, "If this were my last day, would this still matter?" You'll be amazed at how quickly your priorities become clear. 4. The courage to be misunderstood. If you live with integrity, you will be misunderstood. That's not a failure, that's proof you're becoming authentic. Epictetus said it best, "If you wish to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." Because progress is never comfortable and truth often offends before it liberates. I remember when I quit a high-paying job to pursue something that felt meaningful. People said I was reckless, irresponsible, naive. But deep down I knew that peace doesn't come from being understood. It comes from being aligned with your own values. When you stop living for others' approval, something incredible happens. Their opinions lose power over you. It takes courage to walk your own path while others mock your direction. But every step you take in truth, no matter how lonely, is a step toward freedom. So ask yourself, would you rather be approved by many or at peace with yourself? 5. Emotional economy. Think of your emotions as a currency. Would you spend all your money on things that give you nothing in return? Of course not, yet most people do exactly that with their emotional energy. We give attention to people who drain us, anger to things we can't control, and anxiety to situations that never even happen. That's emotional bankruptcy. The Stoics believed in emotional investment, not emotional indulgence. Seneca said, "He who suffers before it is necessary suffers more than necessary." So here's a practice. Before reacting to anything, pause and ask, "Is this worth my peace?" If the answer is no, don't spend your energy there. Protecting your emotional balance isn't selfish, it's strategic. It allows you to invest your best self into what truly matters: your purpose, your health, your relationships, your inner growth. In a world that profits from your distraction, peace is your greatest rebellion. 6. Detachment is not disinterest. Many people misunderstand detachment. They think it means not caring. But true detachment is not indifference, it's wisdom in action. When you stop trying to control the uncontrollable, you don't become cold, you become free. You realize that you can love deeply without clinging, care sincerely without expecting, and let go gracefully without resentment. A man once told me, "I finally found peace the day I stopped chasing closure." He didn't give up, he simply stopped demanding the world to act according to his script. That's Stoic love. Love that allows, not confines. It's choosing acceptance over resistance. Detachment teaches us the art of surrender, not to others but to reality itself. Because when you trust that life unfolds as it should, you no longer need to fight every wave, you just learn how to surf. So remember, letting go isn't giving up, it's giving space for something better to come through. When you start living with these 6 Stoic principles, something subtle but powerful begins to change. The world doesn't suddenly become easier, you become steadier. The chaos outside remains, but the storm within starts to quiet down. You begin to see that peace isn't the absence of problems, it's the ability to stay calm in their presence. You stop chasing approval, you stop fighting time, you stop burning energy on things that don't deserve you. Instead, you start returning to yourself. And maybe that's the real secret the Stoics discovered thousands of years ago. The greatest freedom is not out there, it's in here, inside your mind. Once your thoughts serve reason instead of reaction, you walk through life lighter, more awake, more alive. When was the last time you felt truly still? Not distracted, not rushing, just present in the moment you're living? If it's been a while, that's okay. because peace isn't lost, it's only forgotten, and it's waiting for you to remember. Every breath you take is an invitation to begin again, to look around, to be grateful, to let go of what's heavy, to choose clarity over chaos. You don't need to escape life to find peace, you just need to stop resisting it. The Stoics taught us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. That's not philosophy, that's survival wisdom for the modern soul. So if today's video spoke to you, remember, you are not powerless, you are not behind, you are simply being invited to wake up to your own strength, to your own presence, to the calm that's been with you all along, beneath all the noise. And if this message resonated, I'd love for you to join our growing community here on Stoic Awakening More. Because every week we dive deeper into timeless Stoic teachings, but through the lens of modern life. We explore how to stay unshaken, how to think clearly, how to live meaningfully in a world that keeps trying to pull us apart. So take a moment, hit subscribe, leave a comment about what principle spoke to your heart today, and share this video with someone who might need it. Until next time, stay grounded, stay gentle, and remember, the Stoic path isn't about becoming invincible, it's about becoming unshakably human.